They don't carve his face in rock, they don't sing his birth in fire. They only leave a silence where the world once spoke his name, Desire. No king bothers to remember he was even there, and no throne will ever own up to the things he did. It wasn't death that finally ended him, history just left him behind. Stranded forever outside of the story, you've been asking who he was. You've been chasing a ghost in the void. But what if Joyboy was never a man? What if he was chosen? They taught you he was born with destiny in his blood, a hero shaped by prophecy, chosen by the gods. Walked alone to carry sacred light, a single life, a hollow myth, and a are prisons carved out of fear, and names are just cages when the truth draws near. If memory failed his name, it was by cold design, to strike the fire of purpose from every written line. If Joyboy was only a person, then the world already won. From earth and call the war undone. It isn't a face they tremble for, nor a crown, nor a hollow name. No ghost of a king keeps them awake at night. They fear the soul that reaches for a spark of hope when all the world is bound in heavy iron chains. And still refuses to let it go. The world holds no right to choose its own savior, and no crown will ever stoop to speak his name. But Joyboy is the one who answers in the silence, when no left to stake the claim. Before the drums of freedom ever found a heart to beat, before the sun ever rose on shattered seas, many have reached for that flickering spark, only to drown in the throat of the dark. Men and women who stood when the world said kneel, who chose compassion over sword and seal. They reached for the promise, they bore the flame, but the burden was heavier than their names. Not a family, but a grave of dreams. Not a destiny, but a trail of broken beams. hunt a man, they hunt a meaning. They don't silence a voice, they silence what it's singing. A king can be overthrown, a rebel can be slain, but if every broken soul learns this truth, no throne will ever reign. He wasn't raised by prophecy or throne. He never asked to be something more. He doesn't bleed for a crown or a name. He turns from the glory and hollow acclaim. He fights for the faces the world looks away from, the shadows that no one is willing to stay for. He laughs where others see despair. He breaks every chain he finds unfair, simply refuses to let go. The whole of the ones that the world has left in the cold. They don't carve his face in rock, they don't sing his birth in fire. They only leave a silence where the world once spoke his name, desire.